Good morning, friends. Hello, everyone, friends. My name is Zhenya Panasyuk, and this is another day on a real uninhabited island. And my survival here continues. I woke up, washed up first, and did a little workout. And this is what my camp looks like right now. Friends, just look at what I managed to find during low tide. An unreal giant. This is a 1 in a million chance. This is great luck. This is a childhood dream. Look how big it is. What a mollusk. And it's already dead. It's clear that it has been underwater for a very long time, already without an inhabitant inside. I can't believe it, friends, that I got this lucky. What a beauty. What a size. It's just gigantic. This is the biggest shell I have ever found. This is truly some childhood dream of mine. I've always wanted to find a big, beautiful shell. But something of this size, I would have never believed I could find. I thought they only existed at super great depths. Awesome. Look at this size, friends. Damn, I'm happy. And I'm just casually reminding those who forget to like the video at the end. Do it now. Enjoy watching. My freshwater supplies are running low, so I need to do something about it. First of all, I need to find a suitable plastic bottle among the trash. Preferably a minimally dirty one. This one is perfect. I unscrew the cap and I need to attach my filter here. You fill the bottle with water, open the filter and drink it as if through a straw. A very compact and convenient thing. With this filter, you can purify rainwater or lake water. I often use such filters in my hikes and survival trips. Friends, every evening, clouds gather over that big island, thunder rumbles. Maybe even rain falls, but it never reaches me. I really hope, honestly. First, I would just have a good wash, and second, it would be a way to collect fresh water. During the day, it's very difficult to do anything. The sun is scorching hot, but I can't waste time. I'll take crab traps from AliExpress and set them up near the swamp. Maybe with them, I'll manage to catch my food today. I don't believe it. I don't believe I'll be lucky enough for those rain clouds to reach my island. I don't believe it. It sounds so beautiful. That thunder rolls there every evening like that. So friends, it's time to set the crab traps. I'll do it quickly because there are mosquitoes here. And they're everywhere. I'll set up 2 traps like these. Moreover, they are very convenient because they zip up. I don't know how long they'll last, how long this zipper will hold up, but it looks very interesting. The trap is ready. 1. I'm baiting 1 trap with leftover fish. As far as I know, these crabs are omnivores. But we'll see if they eat fish today or not, just like that. 1 trap is baited. Now let's set up the second trap. 1, 2, close it. So the second trap, friends, for the second trap, I'll put a rotten banana from my strategic reserve. Here's the banana. Again, I'll repeat, these crabs are omnivores. They eat both fruits and carrion. So today, we'll check what they prefer, fish or bananas. And of course, write your predictions in the comments under the video. Where will the crabs go, or where will more crabs go? To the fruits or to the smell of fish? Now let's find a good spot to place the traps. There were a lot of them here. I think I should leave them here. No need to carry them far. I'll just place one on this side and the other on that side. To keep it fair, there are a lot of crabs here, so I'm sure at least 1 trap should work. Alright, the traps are set. Let's see if I catch anything or not. A big school of fish just jumped. Maybe a shark is chasing them. Here, I can store my gear. Also on this shelf, I can keep my spearfishing equipment. But right now it's drying in the sun after being in the water. So friends, take a look. The sun rises in this place. It rises above the horizon. It climbs to the zenith. And now the sun is scorching from above. But it doesn't reach me. Because you see, thanks to the more pyramidal shape of the roof, the sun will stay above throughout the entire daylight period. And not only does the roof cover me from above, but also from the sides. So it rises here and sets behind my back. And throughout the whole day, I remain in the shade of this shelter. If this shelter could stay here and I could return to it, I would of course build an entire house here and improve it more and more each time. But not this time. I'm not sure if I'll ever return to this island again. At noon, the scorching sun is very strong and staying on land is very difficult. So, I'll take my spearfishing gear and dive underwater. This time, I swam toward the mangrove bushes. Last time, near these rocks, I saw a good fish. But today, there were a lot of them, but all small. Such small schooling fish are usually chased to the shore by a large toothy predator, such as a wahoo or a barracuda. That's why this place needs to be carefully checked. And while I was peering underwater, I noticed some movement in the mangrove bushes above and heard a sound. I swam a little closer to the mangrove bushes, lifted my head, and saw monkeys in the trees. Moreover, the smaller ones kept their distance, while the larger ones, as I later realized the males, started approaching me. One monkey got very close to me. It probably thought I was some kind of giant fish. It was very curious about who I was and what I was doing here. Male monkeys can be very aggressive and will do anything to protect their family. So, I'd better not provoke it and swim away to a safe distance. I keep swimming. There were very few fish, and near one of the coral reefs I saw the remains of a large mollusk. But there was nothing edible left inside. I didn't lose hope and kept looking around carefully. And here, at a great depth, I saw some kind of huge bowl. But when I dived deeper, I saw that it was a very interesting coral with a large opening inside where a fish was hiding. I was exhausted and, without a catch, decided to return to shore. I dried off a little, rested, and regained my strength. Well, friends, attempt number 2. Maybe today, the rain will be stronger than yesterday. So, during spearfishing, I wasn't able to catch any food. But I always have backup options. I decided to collect small mollusks on the rocks, which I usually use as fishing bait. These mollusks are also edible. You just need to collect a large number of them and cook yourself some soup. This is also a good source of protein and energy. But first, I need to make fire. While it ignites and the water boils on the fire, I will gather the mollusks. So friends, I need to find a dry tinder fungus. It's the perfect natural tinder that makes fire starting easy. I want to start a fire, boil water, and cook the snails that I'm now using as bait for my throw line, because I'm going to cook myself a seafood soup. And here it is. This is exactly what a tinder fungus looks like. I need its dry part. The inner dry part of this fungus ignites very quickly and easily. Just one small spark landing on the dry tinder fungus is enough to make it catch fire easily. Let's try to make fire using this mushroom. I take a small stone, place pieces of the mushroom on top, and strike a spark using a small plate. Just look at how quickly and easily it ignites. I transferred this mushroom into dry grass and blew the fire into flames. And now I need to gather more mollusks. I will put them in my pot. During low tide, you can collect a lot of such mollusks. The water recedes several meters. And all those rocks that were underwater at night become exposed. Mollusks are very easy to collect by hand. You need to gather as many as possible. A hermit crab. I thought it was a mollusk. I see a big shell. I think, oh, juicy, but it's already occupied. Another one. Also, what kind of trickery is this? Ah, these are hermit crabs, and they are vacationing here as a whole company. This one is a hermit crab too. So friends, look. I managed to find something, look. I'll go boil this for now and taste it. If everything is fine, then I'll collect more. While I was gathering my catch, the fire was burning strong. I will cook them in seawater so they remain salty. Now I need to fill the pot with seawater. I put it on the fire and let it boil. While my soup was cooking, I didn't waste time. I was engaged in primitive fishing with a hand line. I'm sure there's no bait left on it. One piece remains, but two were eaten. Strange, the tastiest and juiciest one is still hanging there. How does this work? So, friends, I walked around a bit more and found two big tasty ones. The same ones I sacrificed for bait last time. But this time I found two juicy ones. Now I'll put them into the pot. Oh, it's boiling rapidly now. This is strong. But not for me. A good piece. I kept casting again and again, but today the fish didn't want to bite. I really hope my crab traps work, because this soup won't be enough for me. It's boiling. Friends, let's give it another 5 minutes. While the soup was cooking, I sat by the fire and thought about future travels. A plan for a trip to a new country, to a new uninhabited island, was already forming in my head. And I also caught myself thinking that when I am on an uninhabited island, survival makes me very tired. At some point, I start dreaming of returning to civilization. But when I'm in civilization, it's the other way around. I dream of getting back to a new uninhabited island. That means it's time to try what we've made. Let it cool down. I'll take it off the fire. Now I need to make a small pin, which I can use to extract the meat. It will be an imitation of a bamboo toothpick. Well, friends, about the soup, I was just speaking figuratively, because boiling mollusks that grow on corals and rocks is not the kind of broth you should be drinking, as corals can be poisonous. All the harmful substances from these shells have boiled out, and drinking this broth would be wrong. So I'll pour it out and eat the shells. This is what the new dish looks like. It smells delicious. Well, to be fair, it broke apart quickly. I discard the shell and take only the meaty foot. Too bad, but inside one of them was a tiny hermit crab. A little mistake. Opa. Oh, damn, this is tasty. By the way, it tastes a bit like a giant clam, except that the giant clam has a big chunk of meat, while these are like little seeds. Let's try another one. Oh, this piece is a bit bigger, and now it's time to try this big one. It has a sort of lid. Oh, a pearly disc. Beautiful, by the way.
It's nothing.
And here's the mollusk itself. Oh, now, this is something else, friends. Look, this is a proper piece. This part is discarded. It's the stomach and its remains. And this part is edible. It's a bit tougher, but still quite easy to chew. The small ones taste better. This one is meatier, but the small ones are tastier. I'll open one more. I remove the inside and eat the meaty foot. Yes, these little ones are very tender and strongly resemble a giant clam. But this bigger one, while meatier, is a bit tougher and noticeably less tasty than the small ones. Waste to the side. And the meat itself, I like it. Very tasty. It would be interesting, you know, to harvest such rare delicacies as the tridacna. That spiky mollusk over there is also considered a delicacy. Crabs, yes, catching them. A trumpet fish, a moray eel. And then I catch them and give them to a real professional chef so he can make some miso soup or sashimi from these seafoods. I love cooking. I really love cooking. I've been cooking since childhood. I know how to cook well, not just quickly over coals. I love and know how to cook poultry, duck, chicken, meat, steaks, and kebabs very well. Simply divine. I've been doing it all my life, including smoking fish. Don't judge me by quick cooking over open coals when it looks burnt on the outside. That is not the level of my culinary skills, so what am I getting at? I'm getting at the fact that I simply don't have time for it in my videos. That is, right now, I'm testing myself in survival conditions. I don't have time to play with food. Caught the prey, cooked it, ate it. We conserve energy, catch food, replenish energy. It's simple. So, friends, it would be cool if I focused purely on hunting and gathering food. And some chef sat here and took care of the cooking process. That would be an interesting experience. And I have had such an experience before. I have a video on my channel where I'm with Eric Canarian. Eric Canarian. We cooked a crab, and there will be more. We will definitely shoot a few more videos together. Eric liked it, and I liked it too. It was very interesting. In general, I think I should take Eric with me to an uninhabited island. Let him work his magic and cook something incredibly delicious, and I would focus on hunting. If you support this idea, be sure to write about it in the comments. And of course, you can give this video a thumbs up. That's it. Let's see in the morning. I won't feel bad. Or we'll find out in just a few hours. Now that's taste. That's rich. Right after this, such a big explosion of emotions, an explosion of taste receptors. And compared to this one, the bigger one is just like a piece of rubber. I'll walk around some more, search. Maybe I'll find a rock where there are more of them and gather some. I liked it. Friends, it was very tasty. It is very tasty. I hope that while watching my videos you are eating something too. So enjoy your meal as well. It was delicious, but not enough. And the sky was getting more and more covered with rain clouds. And on the horizon, I saw lightning and heard thunder. I took a found plastic bottle and a water filter and returned to the swamp to try to replenish my fresh water supply. First, I smelled the water and then very carefully tasted it. No, friends. This water most likely gets here with a big tide or during a storm, because it's slightly salty. First of all, it's terribly stagnant. You must never drink such water. Why did I think it was fresh water? Because, firstly, bird tracks. But most likely, they were catching some fish. And secondly, there are a lot of monkeys on this island. And I'm sure that monkeys don't live on islands without a source of fresh water. So I was hoping this was the source. But no, I was wrong. So we keep searching. In the evening, when the sun began to set over the horizon, I immediately made a fire, added more wood, and went to the swamp to check my crab traps. Going to check the crab traps. You can, while I'm on my way, write your predictions. Let's see if you have a hunch if it works or not. Did I manage to catch something? All right, friends, I'm already approaching. Oh, wow. Friends, look at this. Look. What a beast. There are 2 crabs here. In the fish trap, there are 2 crabs. One is really huge. Look, this one is just a giant. That's amazing. And the banana trap. The banana trap is completely empty. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing here. Looks like they don't like bananas. Let it stay here. If not him, then the monkeys will eat it. And here, friends, just look at this huge crab. Wow, wow. Friends, I'm about to be eaten. Anyway, I'm taking the trap along with the catch and carrying it home. Come on, let me show it to you first. The bigger one, but I'll take the traps as they are. Look at this monster. Anyway, A monster! Look at the size of its giant claw. Wow. There's another one inside. Wow! Just look at this leg. Alright, I'm throwing it back there. That's it, friends. I'm taking this catch and carrying it to the camp. I'll cook and eat the crab. Great. With my catch and in a good mood, I return to the camp. There, I made my fire. By the way, look at the beautiful lamp I managed to make from this mollusk I found this morning. It looks like some kind of lava lamp. Such a beautiful color. I made a fire and cooked the crabs I caught. After that, I returned to my hammock and went to sleep. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye everyone, and see you next time.